Here we are at part 9 of my video walkthrough. I've just finished the Palace of Darkness, working my way onto the second dungeon. Unfortunately, my video files are still kinda jacked, so this covers like the first half of the second dungeon or so. I had to pull the map up there so that you can see that we now know where all the other dungeons are located. The second dungeon is down in the swamp area, kind of close to, kind of by where the second dungeon was in the light world. So that's where I'm working my way over to, trying to get out of the rough terrain so that I can dash my way to where I need to go. I used the hammer to punch down those little purple things. And there we are, working our way to the left. Link's house in the Dark World is a bomb shop, which we'll deal with that a little later. Again, head through the swamp here. The train layout's pretty much the same. Although, before heading into the second dungeon, we are going to head over to the desert area, or at least the entrance to the desert. The desert is unenterable in the Dark World, at least for now. If we head to the far left side here, see kind of like a little railing, then teleport ourselves to the light world, and head to the left, and here we got a little thing, which if we use the Book of the Medora to read it, since we have the Master Sword, we will obtain the Bombos Medallion. Which, as you can see, makes a bunch of pretty fireworks and whatnot. It destroys all the enemies on the screen, but it takes a pretty good chunk of magic to do so. But I like it. I use it a lot. There's quite a few places it's pretty useful. But anyway, you're going to want to head to the right here, and currently the second level is unenterable. We need to go back to the light world real fast. Do a couple things there. One of them is go inside the little water gate here. Push the blocks the other way so that we can head back into this area. And if you pull the switch on the right, it will open the water gate up. The switch on the left just makes a bunch of bombs drop. And then if we leave, we'll notice that the pond outside is drained, which has a heart container for us. Excellent. That would be heart piece number 12. But since we have drained the water, whenever we go back to the Dark World, the water will remain drained, and we will be able to enter the second dungeon. And here we are. This would be the Water Palace, I believe. Start off by swimming over here. Got some water bugs. These are pretty common enemies, but they can only move around in water. Just grab the key, go through the door here. Got some more water bugs. There's I'm not sure exactly what the things are that jump out of the water and then kind of swim around and disappear. Bottom open the wall here, we got ourselves a treasure chest with the map in it. You'll also notice there's some slime enemies that just pop up out of the ground. I don't really like this dungeon. It's full of just really funky enemies and whatnot, but we'll be alright. Got the funky little fireball thing, and the things that shoot fireballs when you swing your sword. It's a mess. Grab the key there and unlock the door up here. What we're going to need to do here after bombing the wall is to flood the room to our right. This dungeon has a lot of room flooding and room draining and switch flipping and whatnot. It's pretty much just a big hassle. But we gotta do what we gotta do. And just for reference, you do have to have the Zora flippers to even be able to do this dungeon. But I think they make sure that you have 500 rupees, even if you're like not trying by this point. Heading to the south, we got a room here, which we have to travel around this room section here counterclockwise to be able to get the treasure chest at the end. There we go. We now have the compass. In the middle of this room, this is kind of the center of the dungeon, is the dungeon treasure, but we don't have the big key. So I guess that's the next thing on our list of things to do here. The big fireball thing that's like roaming around the room, whenever it hits solid objects, it'll like change direction, but sometimes it'll just go through the solid objects rather than changing direction, so it's kind of weird to try to figure out what it's going to do all the time, but it's usually pretty much patternated. Head north here, unlock the door with the key that we just got, and this will lead us to a switch. Yay, more switches. Which we gotta flip the crystal to get over to it. Make sure that you flip those back before leaving the room, otherwise we'll end up getting our path blocked later. Which requires taking the long way back around, because you could go through the southern door if you didn't flip the switch back. Alright, now we can swim onward. Another room with the funky fireball and the skeletons and some water bugs and whatnot. Just push the blocks out of your way, then head up to the top of the stairs here. Got a bunch of water bugs and fireballs and just crazy stuff. What I mean, that's why I don't like this dungeon. It's almost too much sometimes. But anyway, got a couple holes we want to fall down. The left one here leads to a treasure chest with 20 rupees inside. Oh boy. After getting that chest, gotta work our way back around and head up so that we can drop down the right pitfall. Just deal with this room as best you can. Try not to take too much damage. And then just fall